Hello, my name is Talon and welcome to my very first Let's Play. I'm going to be playing Pillars of Eternity. It is a RPG D&D like game, much like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights, that such. I decided to choose this as my first Let's Play because it has a pause system, that way I can try and discuss my tactics in battle and why I would like to do it, or anything like that. Alright, let's start. I will be playing on normal. I will not be playing on expert nor trial of iron. Just not really that completionist, so not really big on it. Plus, it's my first Let's Play, so let's try not to try not to hurry up and get a full party wipeout immediately. So just like in Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter Nights and all that, they will be talking. When it talks, I'll try not to, and when it doesn't talk, I'll read it out. If you guys don't like that, let me know, and I'm sure you guys can read. But, I'll give it a try my first time.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Alright, well, there we go. That was the prologue with the quotation marks DM talking, basically. As I said, it's a D&D like game. Make your character. It will be male. You have your races, much like in all RPGs. In this, you have human, Awamawa, dwarf, elf, Orlin, which are basically like halflings, sort of, but very like cat ears, fur on their bodies. They're interesting. Godlikes, which are very elemental based, I guess. um, Pillars of Eternity is a very complex game. It actually has its own rule system in it that they created. You could spend hours just reading the tooltips, looking at what everything does. I'm not going to do that. I think that would be very tedious, and I'm not sure how you all would like to watch. I'm going to choose Godlike. I already have a character idea in my head, but I'll go through with it anyways. So I'm going to go Godlike. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm actually going to choose Moon Godlike for the fact of Silver Tide. Every encounter when you reduce below 75%, 50%, and 25% endurance, the Moon Godlike generates waves of healing moonlight that restores endurance to them and their allies. So endurance is sort of like a hit point system in this. It's more like your secondary hit points. Once your endurance goes to 0, your character becomes unconscious. But if you take going unconscious so often, your hit points actually start to drop. And my idea for my character is I'm actually going to be a crowd control support for my party. So I think if I go down in hit points, that if I can heal people without actually having to cast spells, that would be able to help. So we're going to be Moon Godlike. I am sorry I keep saying that. Body type, because you're Godlike, so I'm just going to choose human, just to go on. And now we have class. Classes are very much like D&D for the most part. Barbarian, Paladin, Priest, which are clerics, Rangers, Rogues, Druids, Fighter, Wizard, and Monk. Those are basically the normal D&D characters. Now the two that might be different in a sense is you have Chanters, which the way I look at it is they are bards, and Ciphers, which is what I'm going to be playing, is a Mind Hunter. They basically go on with the direct contact and they have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche, using an ally's or an enemy's essence to focus on their magic. So they can basically use a person's soul and mental power as their own spells. So we're going to choose Cypher. I'm not going to go through all the spells. Again, I'm going to go with a more crowd control kind of thing, so I'm kind of looking for Mind Wave. Target becomes an object of concussive blasts of psychic energy, suffering raw damage from the trauma. Characters in the conical area behind the target, failing a fortitude check, are knocked prone from the blast. That way I can do damage and I can knock people down, making my party able to fight better. And as for my second power, I'm going to go with Ice Strike. Shocks the enemy's visual receptors, dazing and blinding them as well as blinding nearby targets. They blind makes it harder for them to hit us. So it has an attribute system. Gold Star is highly recommended for your character to put points in. Silver Stars are secondary abilities that you should do. You can obviously level up your character however you want. It's just a recommended idea. Obviously, I'm going to put points in Intelligence because it actually buffs your area of effect and duration of your spells. And for being a crowd control support kind of build, I'm going to want duration up at least. Area of effect is nice to have as well. So, at 15 points, I'm going to put 16 at least for right now. Dexterity is action speed, causing you to go faster in a turn. I'm going to put that to 14. Might is obviously damage and healing, so depending on how much healing you want. We're going to go with another 14. And then I like to have hit points, that way my character doesn't die quickly, so I'm going to put at least a 12. And we'll put the last point in Intelligence. Reason why is next is going to be culture and backgrounds. So your culture and backgrounds is, from what I've seen, because I've already poked around to make a character, your culture is just roleplay. It helps build a character background, I guess. So when people talk to you, it also gives you a point or 2 points in an attribute that it says. Like obviously the Adir gets a point in resolve. The other thing I've noticed is when you choose a different culture, it gives you different equipment. I'm not going to read through all the histories. That's just a lot of reading, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear it. If you do, let me know, and the next time I go through, I'll make sure to read everything out. However, I'm just going to go with Adir because I already went with an old Valia build, and while it gives me a point in Intelligence, the weapons are just not helping. So we're going to go with an Adir. Backgrounds, again, this is more for a character roleplay, so your character has story, but it also gives you points and skills. I'm going to go with the more roleplay kind of build. I'm a Cypher. People don't really trust Cyphers because you can mess with their mind. So I'm actually going to go with a Drifter. You never quite fit in no matter where you go. Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next. You are more comfortable on the road, traveling the world. People don't like me. I like being on the road. That's okay. Now your colors, just like in Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale, if you choose your 2 different colors, it changes what your armor looks like, sort of. Blue and purple is fine, I like those colors. Sadly, there's only 3 head types for at least this Moonlight. I'm going to go with that look. Portraits, again, not really that great at portraits, so I'll just choose that. Voices, obvious. I'm going to go with, yeah, we'll go with Noble. Obviously, Talon. start the game. Let's unplug my headset. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Okay, now I can make some choices. I'm not gonna do a lot of the choices right now. I kind of just want to hurry up and get through the beginning part. It mostly is, hey, where can I find the bear? Well, I am doing it for roleplay, so my character would kind of want to know where these berries are. Being bit by a stupid beetle, he would want to heal himself.
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay, that's easy, not far off the road. We're not going very far. I'm probably not going to the ruins, so we're not going to ask about anything like that. Let's just get out of here.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayadin should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Hut dwellers,
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Yeah. No, we're not going to talk to the shop. Yeah. All the pop-ups. All the tutorial pop-ups.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Actually, yeah. We'll just disable the tutorial. Alright. Run up the road. As Kalisha just kind of makes this weird staggering posture. Oh.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
And there's a wolf. Alright, combat. So we'll just both attack for right now and pause. Off into the bottom right corner, you can actually see, that we hit the world. Wolf hide pelts. We'll just put it in the stash. I was eating a wolf.
This is it.
There we go. You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan. Just some kind of wanderer, the way I hear. Let's see. I'm a cipher. People might be looking for me. I could have wronged the wrong person. So, you have to be when people are looking for you. Yeah? How is it you happen to come here? They think I have something that belongs to them. Something they're pretty intent on getting back. No. I don't know why they're looking for me, and I don't care to find out. Yeah, sure, we'll do that one. Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Redrick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? No, I'm just passing through. That's usually the case with the big city, just little ways further up the road. Up the same road. Where are you headed? Nowhere special, just putting some time and distance between me and my old life as I possibly can. Yeah, we'll do that. Seeing as how we're halfway between nowhere and nothing, I'd say you picked the right spot. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Let's get back to camp. You know, wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down the way. Come on, let's get your water. Yeah, Sparfle probably doesn't like me. I probably told him something wrong. Decided he's gonna go hunt instead of save my life. What in the world? Why is my camera not?
Stay quiet.
There it goes. We'll go around this way. Yeah, he probably didn't like me. I said something wrong. I gave him a wrong prediction or something. Who knows?
What a
Look at that.
surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look sharply towards the tree line. Out of the tree emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses towards in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
It is an ambush. Alright. So Talon, you're gonna attack this person, probably with a bow, and Kalisha, you're gonna attack this person. You're actually going to knock down this person. And I have to set up my radial menu. I haven't done that yet. So custom 1, spell 1, mind wave, custom 2, spell 1, eye strike. Alright, we'll just do that on pause. Everybody misses, except for the hunter. Come on, Kalisha. Knock him down. There we go.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Yep, running back to camp. It's an ambush. We must warn them. Hurry. Quickly, around the corner. Oh, nope. They got there before us. Okay. Well, we really should take out the archer first. Unpause. Oh, there's more guys. Okay. I don't have enough focus yet, so keep attacking. Got it. Alright. Let's see. Eye Blast. We'll do that to you. Kalisha. You really need to knock down this guy. Ooh, nice critical. Now, I don't know why, but it's kind of silly that in most of these Baldur's Gate or just D&D games that a critical is represented as they explode into chunks of meat. Just seems silly. So they had a hunting bow, some hatchets, swords, leather armor, and I'm gonna call it, never mind, it does say copper piece. Okay, so they're copper pieces. Looks like 20 copper pieces. We will put it all in my stash. And we're gonna run up and see the, oh wow, everybody's dead. Well, that seems to be all the time I have for right now. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next episode.